me well for the last week and a half.
All right, yeah.
Means talking's been tough.
Yeah.
Probably hear the very end of it, but this is the best it sounded, so we're
Good.
cracking on now. And hopefully over the next couple of days, it starts to disappear.
Let's hope so.
And I shouldn't say this out loud.
No, don't then.
I think I'm getting a new one. I know.
Yep, I was sick 12 hours later.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's 12 hours later. Look how sad he looks. So accurate.
Run the intro. Unbelievable.
Viewers, welcome back to another episode of the fourth episode. It's been out for about a month, it feels like. Everyone else is at like part 15, part 4. You'll wait for it, but my God, is it going to be good. It's Manchester City. We've got some interesting games today. Of course, last episode, I'll be honest, Michelle wasn't received as well as I'd hoped. Oh yeah, we did that Michelle thing. One of the top comments: honestly, Michelle is the most Dr. Benji thing ever. I mean, I think it's a compliment. Today, we play Chelsea and Barcelona. We're going to put Michelle away. We're not going to play Michelle. I've also been criticised for playing Mbappe as a poacher. So I've moved him to the left. And we've played Zlatan in the most recent of games. We convincingly beat Burnley 1-0 away from home. So let's not say it was a penalty. But the overall play was, you missed it, but my God, was it good. So yeah, not brilliant. Chelsea and Barcelona today then, a Premier League game and a Champions League game against a Barcelona side that are reeling right now. Of course, no Messi anymore. It should be an easy 3 points. We play then, as I say, Chelsea in this first game. They're top of the league right now. We've got a few games in hand though. So if we win those, we could be fine. Okay, we could be absolutely fine. Of course, the job then is to win today. I showed you this team a moment ago with Zlatan up front. This is not the 11 we're going to play. We rotated a little bit against Burnley. So let's fix it, and then let's come back and let's hopefully win. Kevin De Bruyne's out for 3 weeks, by the way, in case you missed it. Not a sore throat, so I mean, he should be fine. You think it's bad for me? Doug's been sick 3 times and had a trip to hospital. So it's honestly, it's the best house to be in right now. I'm so pleased we moved, viewers. I actually am, but the illnesses are not good. Right, I've sort of been avoiding him for no reason. I feel it feels a little bit like, but Ferran Torres is going to come in, a very pacey individual, as is Kylian Mbappe, who is now advanced forward against Chelsea. If there's one way to break the defensive line of Chelsea, it may well be with him. The rest of the side then is looking as you'd probably expect. Ederson will be in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back, Laporte and Diaz in the centre. Rodri as a regista. Now he's quite a good sort of driven forward as well. And again, 13 dribbling, far better than you'd expect on someone like Rodri probably. Great first touch as well. Physically, actually a little bit quicker than you'd think too. Dictating the tempo from that regista role, I think will work perfectly for him. He could play a number of roles, but I'm going with regista for now, and hopefully it drives forward the likes of Gundogan and Silva to really make more of an impact in the game. Of course, we're missing De Bruyne at the moment. We're missing Foden. We're missing Scott Carson. It's an amazing situation we're in right now. The fact we've actually won games without Scott Carson. Wow. Of course, we've got Sakaria, we've got John Stones, Gabriel Jesus on the bench as well. We've got options. We could play Jesus up front, bring Mbappe to the left. That's an option for us as well. Or play that target man presence of Zlatan. Of course, Mbappe so far, though, 6 goals from his appearances this season. We need to see even more from him, though. Let's see if we can do it. Then Chelsea to come. Let's go. Fans of Michelle, I'm sorry that you're not seeing it today. I say you're not seeing it today. Let's see what happens in this first game, shall we? If we don't beat Chelsea, maybe Barcelona will be subject to the Michelle. I realise if you didn't see episode 3, you've got to go back and watch it. I can't explain it. All right, we're playing the European champions, who I must say do not look at full strength. They look weaker than they ordinarily would be, I would say. I don't think Kante's in the side for them. Let's say ignore the recent media praise. I don't want us to be affected by that. Absolutely not. I trust you to make the difference. I'm going to point my finger and say I trust you to make the difference. Attacking. I trust you to make me proud. Okay, there's the lineup then. Chelsea in their away kit of the yellow and black ensemble, and then there's us. I will say in the very early episodes I mentioned the colour of the ball was a little bit difficult to see. They changed it. They fixed it. It's fine now. We're all happy. All right, early stages here. It's been a very quiet affair. Kyle Walker, though, has picked up a booking as Cristiano Ronaldo scores for a fighting franchise. I can only assume Man UFC, right? As in Cancelo picks it up here. Now, of course, we're at that situation with City where I say it every episode, really. We've got to... Oh, my God. What? Forget everything that was about to be said. Unbelievable stuff. Cancelo has scored what can only be described as goal of the year, and it's early in the year as well. He gets it back from Gundogan here. Rodri plays it over to him, and then he doesn't even like curl it. He just smashes it into the top corner from an angle unexpected. 22 minutes gone, and we lead 1-0. This is what I've been missing out on this whole time. That sort of shenanigans. Wow. Well, if he does that every single game, we'll be laughing, won't we? Oh, I've got my retro mug today. My retro. Remember the logo used to look like this? What do you mean you forgot? Stay hydrated. Keep the throat moving, viewers. It's just, honestly, it's just medical corner every single day. The medical centre in me have been getting on like a house on fire. Hudson-Odoi is Chelsea. Quite deep set here. Are Chelsea playing their 5 on a Tuchel? They are doing, as the ball's being played through to Timo Werner, who's fired it at a very stationary Ederson. I don't know if you saw that. It was like he'd been caught, and suddenly he was like, oh God, I've been found. It's Squid Game-esque, viewers. If you've seen it, everyone. I've actually not seen it. I've seen the trailer bit, and I saw a bit on Gogglebox. So I've basically watched it. I feel like I know what happens. At half-time, though, we lead against the Chelsea side that, as I say, are top of the table. They're getting in each other's way a little bit, whereas we're quite spread, playing quite nice football. We have to continue it, though, of course. Our lead is due to a wonder goal, so bear that in mind. But I am happy with the performance so far. Again, not at full strength, but still playing well. I guess in a full strength side, you might have Foden, you might have De Bruyne, so we're doing quite well. As I will say, viewers, as we just pause the game, I hope this picks it up from what you're seeing. They've mowed the grass brilliantly. I feel like I can see where they've mowed it. Anyway, Mahrez is in on goal. Enough ground force. He hit that on the ground with force, didn't he? It all works for us. Everything's a link. You see, he's got Barkley and Havertz behind a pressing forward of Timo Werner, and it's not really working. You'd think they'd be better playing wide. As Pulisic just come on at right wing back, they should arguably change to a 4 here and try and put extra pressure on our central areas, but they're not, and that's fine with me, as we're not having the greatest performance ever, but we are winning. So making changes is always quite scary. We're going to take off Gundogan. We're going to change him and Zakaria around, Rodri and Zakaria around, play him in that slightly deeper role. As much as he played as a regista so far, ball-winning midfielder, on a support duty, just covering that back line in the latter stages. In the forward areas, it's been quite subdued. Torres is going to come out, and Mbappe is going to move to the left. I'm going to bring in Gabriel Jesus to play that advanced forward role. He can certainly play it slightly better than Zlatan, who again is a bit more of a hold-up player. That's false 9 almost, as that's a kind of presence. 10 minutes to go though, and so far so good, as we've got a throw-in on this left-hand side. And of course, in the context of the season, viewers, as much as we're not very deep into it, this is quite an important game to win. Again, so far the difference, a banger from Cancelo. We nearly saw one from Rodri, who for some reason is called Rodrigo in the match day, but not on the squad screen. I'm sure there's reason for it, viewers. As the time, by the way, keep an eye on it. Oh no, it's ticking away. Now, I've thrown away a few leads already so far, as Rodri, there, brilliant again, finds Gabriel Jesus now against a tired back line, you would hope. Can he make pay here? As we're charging into the penalty area late into the game, there's Kylian Mbappe, across to Bernardo Silva, across to Zakaria. Rodri, he's hit the post, the base of it, as Chilwell panicked, gets it away. As I was going to praise the boys there, but with a minute to go, Chelsea... they're playing at a higher tempo, you can tell, and it's not working for them. Ruben Diaz, just got to take our time here, boys. Nothing silly. Make the pitch wider. If anything, nice passes in field. Do not give this away. Do not give them an opportunity. Let's see this game out. 45 seconds to go. That's over here. That's fine. Waste time all the time. I should have put that on it a while ago, but we'll still do it now. As 30 seconds to go, viewers. 20 seconds to go. Again, contextually, in this season, Chelsea, one of the favourites for it, of course, as are us. It should be considered. We're still top of the tree in terms of current holders of the tournament, but you can see the fans behind the benches absolutely loving it. As surely now, as the time's up, ref, I'm looking at it, this cannot continue any further. And I mean, what a time to call it. It's 1-0 City. It's a great win. Blue Moon, etc., etc. We've won. Lovely stuff. Outstretched arms. Very well done. Very well done. Oh, is it that? Very well done. I'm 6'2". Very well done. Just showing people how, because you're as tall that way, aren't you? When you stretch your arms out. Have you heard about this? Of course you have. You've been on the internet before. Although I've never measured it. Is that how it works? Let's find out. Right. Let's just go to this end. Turns out my span is not as big as my height, viewers. So, is that gonna... Look at that. It's like magic. Maybe you've got to be stood up. I don't know. Regardless, I'm tall. Turns out not an exact science. Wow. I guess that's why some boxers have longer. 1-0. We've won that. So we've got 2 games in hand as well. Ourselves and Liverpool locked right now on 20 points. Their goal difference slightly better. If only we had a world-class striker. What? Ancelotti's been spotted looking at Mahrez and Rudiger, 2 players you can't sign, mate. Well, one of them isn't mine, so I don't know if you can or not. Okay, Barcelona in 3 days' time. And of course, after one big game, we have another one coming up. We're going to have to rest the boys. We're going to have to be ready for it. And hopefully, we can do the business against the Spanish. Are they still Giants, viewers? I think probably they are. We'll do a quiz in the chat today. How long before the next episode of this? Honestly, I wouldn't dare predict, honestly. If all goes to plan, 5 p.m. tomorrow, of course. And if you haven't got the game yet, you can use my discount code in the description. It's cheaper than it is on Steam. Use code Benji at checkout. Thank you to all of you that have done it. Hopefully we can have an editor for some stuff that we've got coming up in the next few months. The money towards that is used from the people that have got the code. Was that a sentence of any knowledge? I was enjoying the comments on the last video though. You lot are funnier than me, and it's annoying. I had a chat with Zlatan Ibrahimovic earlier today. The player wants to discuss getting more playing time to help him get into his national setup. You're 40 years of age, Zlatan. I'm not sure a trip to and from Malmo is going to help. Or Oslo. Oslo's a different country. They might be playing Norway. We don't know, do we? Might have an away game at Norway. In fact, let's find out if they have before I get criticised in the comment section. Please play Norway. Please play Norway. Oh, God, they've not played. Well, who knows what the future holds. Sugar. I'd actually quite like to go to Malmo as it happens. I'd quite like to do Copenhagen and Malmo. So if any travel agents are watching that want to sort that out for me, yeah, let's do it. Not at the moment. We're all ill. But in the future, next year maybe. Actually, I'll go anywhere. If any travel agents are watching, they want to do a round the world trip. Go on then, I might as well. Specifically any New York-based travel agents. What on earth is this? There's a poll at the top there. Yes, 81%. No, 19%. But for what? Hang on, there's a question. Right. Should Zlatan Ibrahimovic be in the first team? Well, he's in the first team. He's just not starting. Just to reiterate, he's 40 years of. Right, we'll play him against Barcelona then. Because quite clearly there's a demand for it. We'll see if the fans are right, won't we? God, I didn't realise my experience playing FM would be so stressful. In better news, Glory Hunter's back soon. Here's a sneak peek. I said it was sneak, didn't I? And it was a peek. Right, Torres is coming out then. Zlatan's going up front. Mbappe's coming to this side. I think deep lying forwards is the way you go with Zlatan. Deep lying forward attack, you want him still pushed up because he's a threat around the penalty area. Look at the state of the attributes is outrageous. Not many players, I think only Messi maybe has more 20s than Zlatan. He's disgusting at that. The rest of the teams, Zinchenko could come onto the bench maybe for Ake instead. I think we probably will do, actually. It makes more sense. The rest of the lineup is going to be exactly the lineup that just beat Chelsea. So Zlatan's in. It's not my choice. It's the choice of the people. So let's see if it works. I can actually have an extra sub. So Ake, awkwardly, I've told him to leave the room. Go watch it in the stands, mate, and then go on awkwardly. Actually, we can have more subs. Put your shin pads back on. So awkward. Okay, here we go. Back at it. Can we beat a Barcelona side that, let's face it, is not as good as it used to be without Lionel Messi? But, of course, a return to Manchester for Sergio Aguero. Just when he thought he'd got out of it, he's back. Him, Memphis Depay up front, of course, as well. Ansu Fati, Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, a very, very good player. They're actually better than you think. There's no rebuilding that has to go on here. They're already really good. They're just not being used properly. I mean, they've basically replaced Messi with Sergio Aguero, and he's quite good. Not as good as he was 5 years ago, admittedly, but name someone that is. Coutinho, Demir, they've got quite a good bench as well. All right, at the Etihad though, as there's Barcelona in their Barcelona-looking kit. We, as the home side, of course, are wearing our, I can only assume, third choice for inexplicable reasons. I mean, yeah, sure. All right, it's the black with a blue line across the front. It's nice, viewers, it's nice. As Cancelo plays it forward towards Bernardo Silva. And an early goal here would be just the ticket. Cancelo, we know he likes to score screamers, viewers. It drops down to Riyad Mahrez. Oh, the shot whistles just over the bar. Good attempt, though, but didn't quite come to anything. All right, some possession for Barcelona. Ansu Fati, projected to be one of the best players in the world one day, as is Pedri as well. They've got some good players out there. As Aguero, oh my word, that would have stunned the Etihad. Now, as far as our group goes at the moment, we should probably inform you all on what that looks like after a couple of games then. We basically need to win this, otherwise we're in the mud, viewers. We're so far one draw from our previous 2 games. We have to win this game after defeat to Porto recently, otherwise our Champions League hopes are It's perilous, viewers. And of course, the objective of this save, if those that don't remember, is to win the Champions League, to do something that Pep has never done. Bernardo Silva's shooting is not helping. Right, so far, Barca have had a fair amount of possession, but not a single shot on target, which is their thing in the Champions League this year. So I say all this, they've won their first 2 games against Wolfsburg and against Porto, whereas we failed to do that. So let's give them some bloody credit, shall we? As Piqué finds Sergio Roberto all the way back to Stegen. Now, you've got to think as well, Eric Garcia returning too, remember? You've got to think here that the pace of Piqué, again, not what it once was. We should maybe be making more use of that with Mbappe up front. So I'm just thinking, as Pedri hammers it in and puts us in a perilous... Europa League, we could win the Europa League. No, a perilous position. I'm going to make a switch up straight away. I've done this before. Last year I did it quite often, actually. Kylian Mbappe to play off Zlatan now, who's going to be a bit more, he's not going to like this, but a target man support player. Target forward, sorry, something they changed, because of course the women's football coming in next year. It's an early change from them. Makes perfect sense to me. Some people are obviously furious about it, because they have to be angry about everything. It's a logical change, if you ask me, viewers, a logical change. All right, Laporte across to Bernardo Silva, and this is, again, some nice play from us. Straight after their goal, it must be said. I say some nice play. We're keeping the ball under literally no pressure. It's standard football fodder, as our changes haven't even taken place yet. So I don't know if this is a real highlight, as we are continuing. Kyle Walker getting forward. There's a lack of Zlatan in the middle, I'm noticing, as we do force a corner kick. Okay, Manchester City 0, Barcelona 1. One shot on... I mean, you look at this here, viewers. It's unfair, isn't it? If we're doing it by reason and logic, we'd be winning this. All right, look, we're going to keep things... Actually, I'm going to tell them they've been terrible, which isn't strictly true. I'm going to throw the water bottles and say you've been... Some of them are... How can half of them be going, he's right, and half of them going, no, he's not right at all. I'm so sad. How can that be right? How can they all feel so differently about it? Look at the state of the group. Look at the state of it. I have to go away to Barcelona next as well. Flipping heck. Right, attacking. We're not sitting back anymore. Riyad Mahrez, are you having a good game, are you, mate? No, you're not. Grealish on. Oh, God, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? It was only a matter of time before I pulled this out. I'm not sure this midfield makeup against Barcelona is quite doing what I was hoping it would, but we're going to change it up just a touch. Silva pushing forward more on that left-hand side. In fact, Zlatan and Mbappe can switch round. A couple of attackers up there, forcing it, trying to make something happen. We've not got long. Mbappe's on a 6.3, by the way. How much were you again? How's Sterling getting on? I feel like if I check how Sterling's getting on, and he's doing well, I will not be in a good place. How have we not had a shot that I've seen? Right, Cancelo, 15 minutes to go. Grealish, Bernardo Silva, but he's been held up very slightly. Back into Jack Grealish, out towards Cancelo. I mean, if you're playing a tiki-taka version, actually, this probably works quite well in a diamond. Kyle Walker, acres of space, get it across the box. What are you thinking? He's won a penalty. So undeserved, it's outrageous. It's going to VAR. Memphis has kicked him in the back of the legs for absolutely no reason, under no pressure. And we somehow are going to get a miracle penalty, right? Surely. Yeah? Good. Lovely. Gundogan stepping up. He's a penalty supremo. Let's see. Can he give us some life in this Champions League campaign? I mean, when we win the trophy in a few weeks' time... Well then. How far wide did it go? Hang on. No. How far wide did it go? Because to my mind, it nearly goes down the tunnel. We'll watch it from this angle, just so we can get a full... just how wide has this gone? It can't be anywhere close. It hits the outside of the post. Oh my God, it hits the outside of the post, and then just trots down the tunnel. Oh, for God's sake. Right, hang on, we're back at it anyway. Right, we're back. Laporte, up towards Zlatan. Great target man play from him. Into Jack Grealish. Big chance. Oh, Jack. Oh, I feel like I'm on the set of Pirates of the Caribbean. Bernardo Silva on the corner. We've got a big team out there as well. Gundogan goes towards it. That's why he didn't try and hit the post. I can't believe we missed the penalty. That was our route back in. And also, we're so much the dominant side as well. As what's happened there? Right, Mbappe's got to come off. 6.2, I don't care who you are. Jesus is on. Should have signed Harry Kane. Should have signed Haaland. Should have signed anyone but him, apparently. Where are the goals coming from? 2 minutes to go. If we don't equalise, we're 5 points behind Porto. We're going to lose to Barcelona. Well, I'm so pleased we did this save. Honestly, I'm delighted. Do I feel like I've been a bit unlucky as manager of Manchester City? Yes. Unfortunately for me, viewers, we can all read because that is... Look at the state of this. Look at it. Look how angry my mouse is. Have you ever seen an angry mouse? Maybe in Tom and Jerry. He's got a vendetta. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there, viewers. Thanks for watching. I mean, we beat Chelsea. It's disappointing we didn't win considering we were on top and had a lot of chances. Never have truer words been spoken. We played brilliantly. I can't fight that. Luck was just not on our side today. Or the ability to score goals was probably not on our side either. Look at the state of the group. Look at that. 3 games to go. We're gonna have to win all 3, try and get to 10 points, and hope for a miracle. Meanwhile, Haaland's scoring. Of course he is. Right, viewers, we are technically finished. But how's he getting on at PSG? I wish I hadn't read it. Right, viewers, take care. That's going to bring us to the end. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, make sure you are subscribed. There's loads of stuff coming soon. Glory Hunter is happening on the 9th of November. Some people have worked out, isn't that when the game releases? Yeah, I'm waiting for the full game to do my main save. And we're going to go on a 20-year journey trying to win it all, viewers. See you soon then. Hopefully be back tomorrow. Crumbs.